in the way that I walk. I keep a G in the way that I talk. They came to me when they needed the rail. I came to me when I needed support. Same ones was happy, it looked like the end. They came to me when they needed a start. I never needed a reason to be anything other than what I've been from the start. You are now tuned in. You about to walk with Frozy. If I said it, then I meant it. You already know, you know me. Started from the bottom, always been a product who gon' control me. It's nothing but real ones around me. It's Mr. Montgomery County.
Frozy, welcome back to the channel, man. Happy Monday. Happy to see y'all. Hopefully y'all happy to see me. Great start off to the week. We had a big battle event, Summer Madness 13, go down yesterday. And I'm excited to talk about it. There was a lot that went down, a lot that happened. I won't get into breaking down the battles round for round or anything like that, because there's a lot of people doing that. But what I will say was, for Summer Madness, it was kind of what I expected going in. It ended up being what I expected. I gave the card a 5 out of 10 if I'm being critical, 6 out of 10 if I'm being lenient. But the thing that stood out to me was none of the rappers choked, and you got to commend them. Hats off for that. You know, it's a tough environment to rap in. Big room, big stages, a lot of pressure, a lot of things riding on if this event's good or not. And I thought the battlers held their end of the bargain in that far as preparation, right? So SM13 versus Nitty was a good battle. Best battle of the night, in my opinion. I'll be totally honest with you. I didn't think another battle was better than that. And they started to show off. They set the bar pretty high, especially Nitty. Ace had a real special moment in his third round. It was a good round. It wasn't really directed towards Nitty, but he was talking some shit. He was taking some shots. And you know, he made sure he made himself heard. Right? But all in all, man, even with a great performance, and some people are saying this was Ace's best performance. I won't even argue that. Sucks when you're going up against somebody like Nitty. He can make that shit irrelevant. He can make that shit not important. I think Nitty might be the best battler on the planet right now. I know people have felt like that before. I haven't always been the biggest Nitty fan. I respect him and know he's great. Last night I really got to see him in the flesh and actually see where people are coming from when they say that. His lines and his range and his bars and what he can make acceptable and how he could get away with it and so many other rappers can't get away with it. It's a skill. I'll be honest with you. It was great. I had the battle 2-1 rum. It's going to be good on the playback. Definitely, if you haven't seen it, when you do see it, it's the bright side of Summer Madness 13. I will say that. Jerry West DNA. You know, West, I owe you an apology. I was a little critical of what I thought your chances were in this battle, and you proved me wrong. I was completely wrong. 100% wrong. You were better than DNA, clearly. Didn't even look like it was that tough for you to win the battle. I was surprised. I was. DNA had his moments. He was freestyling. He was rebuttaling. A couple of them hit. And you still was able to dance around and own the ring and completely own the battle, in my opinion. I gave that battle to him, clear, 2-1. Anybody has a gentleman's 30, I won't argue with it. Jerry West was damn good. Shout out to you, Jerry. I apologize for questioning you. I will not question you anymore. Just seeing what you did to DNA on the big stage, right? Shout out to DNA and Jerry West. Real sick, disaster. I'm going to spend a little bit of time on this battle, right? It's a little bit backstory behind this battle and what happened here. First off, everybody knows Disaster and Easy. They had their little whole NDA thing and a lot of controversy leaving Battle of the Bay 6, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. You know, seeing them pander to get the URL battle, you know, kind of justify all his behavior. Not justify, but make you make sense on why he was acting the way he was acting. And I was eager to see how he did on that stage with all the, you know, all the breadcrumbs leading up to what we actually saw. Real Sick whooped his ass. Let's be clear here, right? Real Sick beat the shit out of Disaster. But Disaster's second round was good. First wasn't good. Second, he goes and he dresses up like Real Sick. He has like a stocky bodysuit on, and he's impersonating Real Sick, and he was spot on. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. It was vintage Disaster. Third round, Diz gets up there, and he has a controversial line. Racist line. And Houston was having none of it. Houston didn't let him rap another fucking bar after he made the comment that he made. Bravo, Houston. That was awesome. That was great as a crowd. Oh, what did he say? Oh, yeah. He done. His battle over. They shut it down. Smack had to stop the fucking battle because of what Diz said. Serves you right, Diz. Serves you right. Serves you fucking right. Frozy had no problem with it. That shit you did in that second round and that third round was some bullshit. For you to say it was some bullshit. For you to then get on camera afterwards and say, I said what I said, I'm standing on it, was bullshit. And if your friends won't tell you, Frozy will. Clean it the fuck up. Didn't like it one bit. Right? New Jersey Twerk, Hollow to Don. You know, the air was out the building for that battle. Hollow and Twerk, they were trying to get it back. Twerk had a good performance. I can't front. That energy you're looking for when you're watching a Twerk battle, he was trying to put it out all night, and just the crowd was a little bit gassed at that point. Really took away from that battle. But also, y'all got to understand, if you listen to battles for crowd reactions, you're already grading the battle wrong. You're just grading it wrong. So as a fan, you like, oh, this crowd dead. I'll be honest. I can hear the bars better that way. I gave that battle to Twerk 2-1. Just thought he was better. Hollow was a little inconsistent. Rocky, he had some moments, but, you know, all in all, that wasn't the best Hollow performance, in my opinion. Tay-Rock, Av. Now, this is another prime example of when the crowd was dead. I actually enjoyed it. I got to hear everything Av was saying. I got to eat some crow for Av, too. Av, I said I was worried. I said, you might get dog walk. I said, I don't think you could perform late at night and still at the end of the night and have a great performance. I was wrong. You had substance. You had storylines. You had reasonings behind you leaving Cave Gang. You were more direct. You got personal. I was loving all of it. You know, it was just, it wasn't what I expected. What success you were having, I was expecting Rock to have it. But it really was in Av's favor. I gave the battle to Av 2-1. If you want to give it to Rock, I'm okay. It wasn't like a body bag or anything. I felt that shit Av was talking about. So I gave the battle to Av. John, T-Top. Now, you know, T-Top, John got on me a little bit. He felt like I was, I guess he felt like I was trolling a little bit on Twitter during their battle. I wasn't. You know, I was watching the battle in real time. Please don't mistake me commentating the battles on YouTube as disrespect to me shitting on your craft. John, I got a lot of love for you. You're the best that came out of our PG class, which is the best PG class. Legend to me. First one to top tier from the PGs. Your all-time stats are tremendous, bro. And I know that. So please don't mistake that for me hating or anything like that. I got nothing but love for you. T-Top and John was an okay battle. You know, it was a little flat at some moments. I wanted a big John performance. Big room, he gets special sometimes, and, you know, throwing the chain back, or when he was going against Holla, he just had, you know, he has a bunch of big room performances, and I didn't get to see that last night. A little unfortunate for him and T-Top. Top was cool, too. I thought it was a 2-1 either way. I gave it to T-Top, but anybody giving it to John, I'm not mad. Now, Fonz and Shotgun Suge. Fonz, I owe you an apology. I thought Suge was going to wash you on that big stage. That didn't happen. Suge had a shaky first. He had some lines. Fonz was just punching, bro. He just, oh my God, he wouldn't stop fucking punching. It was punch after punch after punch after punch. Second round, Suge tries to get the energy back, but it just fizzled off. It's something a little bit off about Suge's energy. His delivery is usually overpowering, and I felt like it was a little bit more laid back. Why that was, I don't know. He was repeating his lines a lot in certain parts of certain rounds. Don't know how prepped he was. He didn't choke at all, but it was just a rocky performance, and I thought how clean Fonz was and how much he was punching ended up getting him the battle. Again, I gave the whole card a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 if I'm being lenient, 5 out of 10 if I'm being critical. But all in all, again, you know, that's a big room. It's tough. You're going to see the difference at Max Out 3 from a small room big event than a big room big event. And I think you're going to be able to see the different ones, like a concert, and one's actually like a real pay-per-view. So it's just different strokes, you know what I mean? All in all, again, those guys had a tall task. There was a lot of pressure around this event, right? A bunch of dudes could have crumbled. And for me, it'd have been excused. There was a lot of pressure here. You know what I mean? A lot of inconsistencies with the promo, so we didn't really know what to expect. But they got it done, so hats off to them. But fuck all of that. Did you see the announcements Frozy was a part of? Chrome 23 dropped a card. I'm about to battle a female for the first time in my career. Super excited about that. Me and Shayna, did you see the trailer? Fire trailer. If not, go to the Chrome 23 page, check that out. One thing I did see is they made it appear that Shayna jumped the gate. I don't know if you saw that. Like, I walked in the store and I was like buying snacks for our date. They made her climb a gate. But the crazy thing was, like, she put her foot on the gate and then the scene cuts and she's like falling down from it. It was like some Tubi shit. To be honest with you. Like, Shayna, come on now. Did you climb that fucking gate? Because I'd have been interested in watching it. But shout out to Shayna, man. She's one of the best females in the game. Definitely excited to battle her. She poses a lot of threats. But I'm going to treat her just like any other battle. You know what I mean? She's a tougher battle than Mike P, in my opinion. So I'm definitely ready for Mike P. But I'm definitely doubling back and getting ready for Shayna. What happened with her with Tori Doe? She got a point to prove. And I don't want to let her prove that point on Frozy, right? So shout out to Shayna, man. I do what I want. Chrome 23, September 16th. Max Out is September 2nd. I'm on both them cards. I can't wait. We'll be blogging throughout the week, covering some other topics. Definitely is going to go live for y'all this week. Y'all got my word. I'm saying it now. Y'all got my word. We're going to go live, chop it up about some topics, maybe have some guests. Other than that, I'll see you when I see you. Frozy.
Big froze, big